Hey everybody, it's Tara with Career TLC, and today we're going to be talking about neurodiversity and event planning, how to be inclusive.
Done for the weekend. I hope everyone is excited. For those of you that have kids, I hope that you have a wonderful spring break next week. I wanted to come on and just share a little bit about a recent experience that I had attending an event where I didn't receive that my feedback was really welcomed or heard. Right now, I'm representing being a mother. I'm representing being a professional who is in the space of making sure that there is inclusion for people that have ADHD, that may be autistic, have dyslexia, other learning disabilities, invisible hidden disabilities that we cannot see. Most importantly, I was attending as somebody with ADHD myself, and so I know that I represent many of you. So the first thing I want to share is that I was welcomed to provide some feedback at a moment at the event, and I had said, yeah, I have definite feedback for you. Me and my friend have ADHD. The host met that comment with, doesn't everybody have ADHD nowadays though? Not the right thing to do. It was dismissive and it was disheartening, and it really diluted the fact and discredited the fact that two of us are actually dealing with something that may be very difficult for us. The second thing is that ultimately we didn't feel safe. We didn't feel that the call to actions at this event were supported with actual professional care on site. We were being asked to do deep psychological work, some deep reflection as it relates to our relationships with mothers, with family. And this was in a room with, I'm going to be quite honest, complete strangers that none of us actually knew. My personal experience is that was a trigger due to the relationship that I have with my own mother, and I know others felt this way at this event. My call to action for all of you is that if you are planning an event, you might be best of intentioned to bring a community together, to bring people in connectivity together, and bring and foster relatability. But you always have to consider the intent and the impact. If there is deep work being done, we don't know when people are going to be triggered. We really don't. And so on the onset of your event planning, consider, how do I run the agenda past people to make sure that I'm inclusive? How do I make sure that people know what to anticipate at the event? How do I make sure that I have proper professional care at the event, past Kleenex, past bathrooms, to make sure that if any guests under my care are upset and or triggered for any reason or want to provide feedback, they know exactly who to go to. Lastly, I did try to contact the event organizer to express that having a post-event survey would be vital and critically important to their event in terms of getting a fulsome response from people. I was told, no, we don't really need that. That I was welcome to share my feedback on Instagram in the messenger, in the DMs. I can tell you that's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. People want to share feedback anonymously. That could be due to intimidation, feeling like they don't want to hurt the organizer's feelings. And it's so critically important that an event planner, you're receiving and inviting in feedback where everyone can express themselves openly. And why? Because they're trying to improve your event. So lastly, feedback is a gift, and so are the participants coming. And if you want future events to happen, you're going to welcome that feedback and not see it as criticism, not see it as a negative. You're actually going to hear it and thank the people that are giving you feedback because they're only trying to improve the experience in the future. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in to Career TLC. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to join me in normalizing minds of all kinds.